Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's Lyric from Lovely Lyric Games, and welcome back to episode 3 of the Long Dark Wintermute story mode. So, what we are currently working on is we need to get enough wood and food for the Grey Mother to last through the winter. And it's awfully freaking dark in here, right? Now, we don't exactly have much food for ourselves, or for her, or wood. So I say, let's start off today by trying to get into some different buildings. I am worried about wolves. We might have already gone to this car. I keep thinking spaces jump. I keep trying to bunny hop. Yeah, we did come in here, okay. What is on this side? Is this just another abandoned house we can't get into? Yes, okay. So let's come this way. Did we already explore the credit union? I am not sure. Oh, we have not explored this car though, so I'm gonna take that as we did not explore the credit union. Anything in there? Sometimes there'll be paper, I think. Okay, well, there's a flare. We can keep that. That's better than no flare. See, there's a note. Betrayal. Okay, we should probably read that. I feel like that should be important. I am bad at reading things in games, though. My brain goes just off when I'm playing games. And reading just falls to the wayside. Okay. Anything useful in there? Okay, no. Grey Mother. What about that note we just found? Does it pop up in here? Cured leather. Cloth. Firewood. No. Ah, here. Betrayal. Examine. I left him like I promised I would, and I waited here like you asked. Where are you? It's getting too cold to sit here. Pick me up at the old post office when you can, and let's get out of here. If you don't pick me up by midnight, I'm out of here on my own. Oh. The sewing book. Okay, well that's fine. I think we can read in this game and it helps with skill, but it's early in the day and there's a lot of exploring we should do. I did see that note, but I didn't process it until we were already in here. So let's see. Baseball cap. Okay, we can break it down for cloth. No, I don't want to break down the cardboard yet. We will eventually probably want to break down some cardboard. I just don't think right now that should be our first priority. I want to try and get through as many houses as possible. And get as much food as we can. No more cash. Okay. Cloth, really? Okay. Did you have any food in here? You have desk snacks? You like me? I was gonna say, I have a pile of snacks next to my desk.
Must be the key to the bank manager's house.
Okay, well that's somewhere else for us to get in. These computers are outdated. Sorry, not sorry. I'm not trying to make you feel old. How do I get back there, do you think? Do you think there's a back way in? Oh wait, no, it's literally right here. Duh. Sorry. I swear I'm smart, guys. I swear I'm so smart and observant and so smart. Okay, yeah, nothing on the radio. Because usually in emergency situations, they were always like, oh, radios, radios. Leave the radio, use the radio. Newsprint, okay. Oh. Anything in the lockers? Underplug. This thing is pretty freaking empty. We'll take the water, though. Okay. I would love a crowbar. Pry bar, whatever. Whatever it is. I don't think we're gonna find a pry bar in the filing cabinets, but, you know. Snacks. Anything. A gun would be helpful, so we could hunt.
I could use this.
A knife, even. Other survival things. Stack of papers. This is a really dystopian feeling game, though. Something about the winter and just abandoned. This is a bit better than the Long Dark, just like open-ended survival because there's no other humans. At least here we have Grey Mother. Oh my god. we have to kind of listen for the click. There's probably going to be nothing in here. And this is probably going to be a waste of time. Okay. So, like, 30. Like, so this first one's 30. 30 and then 2. Okay, we can do that. Or do you think we have to run it all the way around before it will redo? 30. 33. And I'm going super slow because we should get it after this. Okay. Come on. Let me in. Let me in. I'm so good and patient, and my ears are so great, and I'd totally be able to hear this in real life. It's also interesting because, like, I know a lot of safes now are, like, digital, like, PIN codes, not, like, a dial. Oh, we got it. Stack of paper, book, cash, cash, cash. Cash is worthless these days, but you wanna know what we can do?
Locked. Can't get in here yet.
Vault code. Now, where the... Where do y'all think we'd find the bank vault code? Oh, there's a granola bar on the ground there. Floppy disks. Oh, there's a scarf hiding. I don't know if we have a scarf yet. Do we? Do we? Sprain risk? There's no way I'm encumbered, right? I'm not exhausted, so I must be encumbered. Ugh. That's a bit of a problem. Oh. Let's wear the scarf and put our wool hat on top of it. Okay, well, I don't know how we're gonna get the bank vault code. But we should drop some stuff off at Greymother. Yeah, because if the bank vault code would be anywhere, I assume it would be in here. And I'm not that worried. Okay. We gotta set up some storage at Greymother's. Alright. Firewood. We can leave her 3 of those. 3 of those. And let's leave her, like, 24 sticks, like half of our sticks. And we can give her all of the paper stacks. And maybe a few of the cattail heads. Okay. 11.48 out of 12. And in here it's 300 out of 8,000. Bruh. Alright, what is weighing the most? Okay, these sticks that I'm not sure I want to keep on us. 128 rose hips. Yeesh. The bedroll we might want to actually keep in our inventory. But I'm also trying to be conscientious of our total weight. Because we are going to be looting still. Okay. Now what's our weight at? We're at 22 pounds out of 66. Okay. That's better. Let's maybe eat something. And hope this doesn't make us sick. Okay. Okay. We gotta find some houses. Okay, so we did that one. Why don't we... Let's venture to that one that's kind of further right behind the bank. Looks like there's a lot of houses here, but not a lot that you can get in. Okay, wait, these mushrooms are good for a tea, right? Antibiotic tea. See, that's something we can do. That is good knowledge for us. Okay. Let's grab these. Oh my god, I thought we got through it and I was ready to just take it. But I let go like a fraction of a second too soon. Okay. So there's not really anything in here. Old beard lichen. I'm not too worried about that yet. Can we break down these boards at some point? Like if we get a hatchet? I'm really kind of frustrated that we're in this town, but there's just nothing. So we're probably gonna have to wander further than I personally would like. Oh, there's a house that's open right here. Duh. Okay, this is good. Milton house. Okay, herbal tea. Any food. Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't know where I'd want to be if, like, some mega apocalypse went down. I'm not sure I'd want to be in a frozen mountain town.
I can always use more food.
That is true, my man. True, true, true. Lantern fuel. And this game's hard because you have to kind of be selective with what you bring with you to different places. Well, a lot of survival games are kind of like that. You can't just, like, carry everything. Newsprint. Okay. I was gonna say we can always, like, set up shop in a different house, but I'm probably just gonna live with Grandmother. Like, for now, until we have a reason where she, like, kicks us to the curb or whatever. Okay. And isn't there a way to, like, read books and stuff in this game? Like, there's a way to do, like, idle tasks. Drink, food, weapons, navigation, journal, like... Camp craft. Okay. Snow shelter. Oh yeah, I remember when that was like a concept they were hoping to add into the game. If that ages me at all. I remember watching this game so very long ago. Anything in here? I'm gonna take all the water and we can drink some right now. Because it adds quite some weight. And our thirst is pretty low. Yeah, over a gallon of water in our pack. That has to weigh us down. Yeah, drinking some of that just took a pound off of our back. Goodness gracious. Okay, well let's maybe come out this other door. This back door? Okay. This is boarded up. Okay, well there's this car down here. Okay. Glove box. Granola bar? No. I always keep a little bit of food and water in my car for emergency purposes. In case I get stranded somewhere. Not that I really go places where I'd get stranded, but hey, you never know. Okay, so we went down this little side street. Requires pry bar. Everything requires a stupid pry bar that I don't have. We can't find us a good meal. Did we already come in this car? I think we might have. I can't... No, we haven't. Okay. I was gonna say, I don't think we explored very much last episode. I think last episode, a lot of it, we were talking to Grandmother and then it was dark. In this game, when it's dark out, it's freaking dark. Okay, let's look. Are any of these houses open? I think we might have... There's 2 of these open. We might have explored one of them already. But it can't hurt. No, we definitely didn't. That's okay. This is like a little shelf. Scrap metal. Okay, that's okay. Matches. Ooh, wood matches too. They're the good ones. Flare. Leather. Yeah, there's really not much in here. Okay. Looks like almost like new construction, like they abandoned the project in the middle of making it. Which wouldn't shock me. Okay, this is a pretty big house. Okay, let's start back here. I wish we could, like, pick up backpacks and, like, continue to have them. I wish we could pick up backpacks and have it add to our carry capacity. That's what I was trying to say, and I completely fumbled it. Apologies. Yeah, cooking pot is something I'm gonna want to keep at least one on us. Like, when we move between locations. Because I know there's a lot of different maps in this game. I'm not even sure where this specific... like, where we are in the Long Dark World. But I know that there are... We're in Mountain Town. Okay. There's a coastal highway. The gas station might have more supplies. But I want to loot the town before we make a trek all the way over to the gas station, because that's probably going to be far, and we don't really have any good self-defense stuff. And there can be wolves. I don't even know. There might be bears in this game now. Other scary things. Hell, there could be cougars for all I know. I have no clue what they've added to this game. I have not kept up with its development much. Oh, poor little crib. This is such a cute little house, too. Our house is a very, very, very fine house. Can I not get into the basement? Oh, that's annoying. What if there's barricaded down there? I could be like, hey, I'm a friend, I swear. Okay, let's get the cars behind the post office. And then we can go in the post office. Okay. I'm really hoping that gas station is going to have some supplies, because we are not finding much in town. And that is not very promising for either me or Grey Mother, not even considering Astrid. We have no idea where she is, if she's alive, if she got kidnapped. We just know she was in a plane accident, which usually doesn't bode well. Well, that car looks like it's hit something. I'm still gonna loot it, though. You think a car accident's gonna stop me? Is that a pry bar? No, that's just a shadow. Oh, I was getting excited. Need a pry bar. Me. Okay, so that was the bank. This is a post office. I feel like there should be, like, some grocery store in town, right? Like, I feel like that wouldn't be crazy, but I'm losing faith by the minute that that is something that we can find here. Okay. Medicinal plants. Okay, that's good to know. Wool socks. I have so many medicinal plants already. Summit soda. Milton post office note. I might want to look at some of those notes. Maybe tonight in-game. Oh, and we probably can't even get into the back area, huh? Because they boarded it up. Let's see if there's another door we can get in. Feel like there should be. Think we can get in that garage door? I don't have high hopes, I fear. Okay. No. That is a bust, I fear. Okay. Well, that house is open. Is there anything in here? That house. And that house is freaking... Oh, it's two connected houses. Still big and not open. And this is under construction. Yeah, for being such a, like, old sort of area in, like, a small town, there sure is a lot of construction going on. Okay. Newspapers. Yeah, there really isn't much. I mean, if we get a hacksaw, we could get a huge amount of metal, which I think theoretically would be good for us. We could get reclaimed wood. We could break it down because Grey Mother is going to need some more wood. And if we are going to journey out towards that gas station, we're probably going to want to keep some wood on us. Although not too much, but it's going to be freaking cold. Maybe we'll take a torch with us, but that is not something I think we'll be doing till a little later in the game. Okay, this is an enterable house. I just want to search everything in the immediate vicinity before we start journeying, so we can kind of leave some of our stuff with Grey Mother as our sort of like home base. Grey Mother is kind of going to be the home base, the vibe. We'll figure it out from there. Man, I don't know. Surviving and stuff like this would be so difficult. And I know it's like instinctual or whatever. I don't know if I'd have the freaking willpower to be doing all this. Is that wood matches? Yes, it is. Any food, please. We're gonna have to take some more stuff back to Grey Mother's. At this rate, we are getting a bit hefty. Bank deposit key. Okay. Well, we can go back to the bank. Not that it's gonna do much.
Might have to drop some gear.
Oh, I might have to drop some gear. No shit, Sherlock. I'm working on it. Okay. How much? Let's just take this back. We don't need the water super desperately. Let's just go back the way we came. Let's get to Grey Mother's, drop off a load of stuff, and then it's light enough where we can probably keep going for a little bit. And it must feel so vulnerable, because, like, at least in summer, between the trees and stuff, there's some camouflage, and that also hides predators more. Like, I feel like the wolves, at least, will kind of stick out against the snowy background. But, I don't know. It's a little scary. Here, let's drop... Grey Mother can get 5 books in there. Alright, I think she has enough wood now. We fixed our sprain risk. Hey, Grey Mother. Pack's full. Transfer. I'm just gonna transfer pretty much all of the non-essentials. I'm gonna keep 4 stones on us. Yeah, I'm gonna keep 4 stones on us. Just for the sake of convenience. The mushrooms can go there. Why are the cattail heads so heavy? Some of these sodas we should put in Grey Mother's thing. I think that would be a mighty fine addition. Okay, let's maybe give her... Put some food in there. Okay. So, 2,500. I think it's counting the calories of the items. So, like, if I put the water in, yeah, water doesn't make a difference. So I'm just going to kind of use this as, like, storage for some of our water. I think we can just keep, like, just a little bit on us. We can put the coffee in here and the tea as well. Just for the sake of weight management. Anything we're not wearing, we should put in we should put in this thing. But I want to grab any clothing, I think. And just see if any of this is better than what we're wearing. Okay. If I put on the worn down vest and the parka over, it will be warmer. I was gonna say the wool socks are just better. Let's do the new wool socks. And let's do the decent sport socks. And then eventually we can repair this stuff. So clothing, anything we're not wearing is gonna come in here. Okay, doot. Okay. We don't need the recycled cans on us. The sewing kit can sit there, so can the lighter fluid. We'll keep a flare on us in case a wolf decides to get too comfortable. I'm just gonna put all the non-essentials in here, and then we'll just kind of count this as like our station. Okay. And we can put some of the matches in here too. And the accelerant, we don't need to keep the accelerant on us. Okay. And this should, in theory, make us pretty light again to go finish looting the town. Okay. I'm kind of using this as a vantage point. I want to make sure there's no wolves in the little area we might be walking towards. We should stop by the bank because we got that key. See, I heard a howl and I don't know where it came from, and I'm not going to turn around to look because this game, regardless, is a horror game. Oh wait, was it a bank vault that we got the key for? Open deposit box at the credit union, and we're at the post office. Oops. Yeah, where's that howling coming from? I really just don't want it to freaking run at me. I will cry. I will cry. Here, I'm just gonna grab the credit union letter. Deposit boxes. Isn't that like... Can we even get to those? Because is that in the...
Locked. Can't get in here yet.
Deposit box. Am I dumb? I was gonna say, it must be in that back area then. Okay, well. Okay, we are going to continue on our loot mission while we still have daylight on our side. Ugh. I hate even going this far from our like base. That's my thing with survival games is I'm a pussy. I am a wimp. Fire spy bar. Did we already go in there? Yeah, we went in that house. We haven't gone in these houses yet. And a lot of those are burnt down. So let's just start in this one, and then we can go in that like back area. Okay. Okay, reclaimed wood. Yeah, we're gonna almost certainly have to go to Grey Mother's, because also all the food that's in her thing, I'm not sure if that's all stuff I want to leave her, you know? Like, we're gonna need to bring some food with us. But I also like the Grey Mother, and I don't want to do her dirty. Like, I could leave her, like, just... Oh, well, that was rabbit. I'm not gonna worry about the Antibiotics, that's good. I'm not gonna grab the water yet, because I just don't want to deal with getting encumbered again super quick. And we have a decent bit of water over at our base. I will grab the books, though. Cooking pot. Stacy's grape soda. After Stacy plays. I'm a true OG, I know that. Fun fact. Okay. Please don't be a wolf back here. Alright, let's see. No one left any pry bars. Everyone said, oh, apocalypse, it's time for pry bar. So did we know this storm was coming? Like, because if all electricity stopped, where the fuck did these people go? I know she said, like, oh, they went on foot, but, like, where? Stale beef jerky is still beef jerky. Anything? A note. A tearful letter, okay. Alright, let's grab this. Anything? Please be so kind. Cardboard matches. Alright, well, it could be worse. Could be nothing. Thermal underwear. That's big, big news. First aid kit. Anything? Anything? No. I suppose. Suppose beggars can't be choosers. It would have been nice if there was something, no? Player shell, new chocolate bar, t-shirt. If nothing else, it's worthy for cloth. Alright. Okay. This house is also available, so let's... Oh, that must have been the... This must be the bank person's house. Maybe we'll find the code to get in the vault then. Oh, that little wood stove is cute. I would love to have a wood stove as, like, a secondary thing, like, just for funsies. Or, like, for when the power goes out. Is that can opener? That's goated. That's so useful for us. And games like this are why I want to, like, learn how to garden and, like, can things. Preserve food. You know. I'm probably never going to be in a situation like this, but... If the apocalypse comes out, and I know how to grow some food,
I think I can use this.
I might be in a slightly better spot than people who don't. Cooking pots I'm just grabbing because we can, I think, turn them to scrap metal if we need. Okay, there's some cooked meat. We might need to eat something because we have not been eating good. Maybe we'll maybe we'll eat one of the meats we found and we'll give one to Grey Mother. Be like, here, girl, have some meat we found in some dude's fridge. I don't know how sketchy it is, but, you know, it's either that or starving. Okay. These books will be good for fires. Bank vault code. Okay, now we can go back to the bank, in theory, and loot that. Okay. Okay, alright, okay. Okay, alright, okay. Okay. Now there's not much here. But maybe this vehicle. Flare. I'd like to see that. I would like a pry bar. Do you have a pry bar in your backseat? That would be so useful of you if you did. Nope. Okay. Okay, a lot of these houses are burnt down. That one's closed off. And then this is really the end of the town. I think we already searched this car, but nope. I obviously get very turned around with cars. My spatial awareness is very bad. I'm not great at navigating. we went in that house. Okay, so we've officially looted, like, this whole town. But let's go to the bank vault. Now that we learned that code, and then we can circle back to Grandmother's and end the episode. I'm so curious, I don't want to wait. Okay. Alright, Milton Credit Union. Oh my god, I have to manually look at the code and remember it. What is this? Realistic? Bank code. Examine. 1938. 1930 and 8. So it's gonna be 19. And we have to go all the way around. The long way. And again. Okay. Alright. I hope to God I never need to do that again. Okay. 7. We have the key for. Cash and flares. I don't know what I expected. I mean, imagine you come back after the apocalypse and someone just burned all your money. Literally. Okay, well that was a little underwhelming, to be honest, but it's okay. Alright, it's fine. I'm gonna grab these stones because we're going back to Grandmother's anyways, and we can put them as our little, like, stone pile. Because I think in next episode we are going to venture to the gas station. I think that is going to be the goal. And I think we might also have to use another cabinet here before too long. Okay, all the books will transfer. Again, clothing we're gonna need to reevaluate, I think. We should maybe put some... If we put... The lake fish is heavier. Maybe we do the dog food and the condensed milk. Okay, that gets Grandmother some more progress. And we actually still have a decent bit. Maybe some of these lower quality items that have more of a risk of making us sick we can put in here. As just a decent way to fill it up. Okay. And I think we are going to leave this episode of The Long Dark Wintermute here. If you guys are enjoying this, please consider liking and subscribing. I am a small creator. It does help me out. If you like games like this, you might be interested in some of the other stuff I play on my channel. Everything has playlists, but no worries if you don't want to check it out. Just thank you for watching till the end. I hope you are well. I hope the rest of your day goes well, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Bye!